3, 2, 1. Hate is a really subjective word, if you ask me. We can hate almost about anything. We learn to hate, and we hate what we hate, and it is what it is. Some of us hate certain ideologies. Some of us hate like certain foods, certain people, and it is what it is. We just learn how to do it, and it's super subjective. What you may hate is what I like, and what I may like is what you hate, and it is what it is. But as long as we can get past those barriers of hating certain people, then we're totally fine, right? It is what it is, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna learn. We're just gonna learn how to hate, and we hate what we hate, and there's no way around it. And it's just gonna pass down generations after generations, and it's not gonna matter in the end, is it? But the thing is, with me, as Zachary Miyazaki, I find it hard to hate almost about anything. I try to look at another another window, and say, I can see why you like that, or why you do this, why you do that, and it's super understandable. Some people like certain foods that I just don't like. It's like, I get it. If you like it, it is what it is. Some people like certain teams that I don't like. I may like the Clippers, you may like the Lakers. It's totally fine, bro. It's, I don't hate the Lakers. They're not my favorite team, yeah, for sure, but it is what it is. I can go on and on and on, but, in the end, I find it hard to hate, and I believe most people that are mature enough do find it hard to hate something. Yeah, that should be in this video, right? That should be in this video, but no. See, there's one thing I don't fucking like about this world. I don't hate animals. I don't hate most animals, right? I totally get it, Tigers go and hunt like little weak gazelle. Lions go hunt. I ran out of examples. Tigers, I guess. Everything does what it does to survive. But there's this one animal in particular. This one phylum. The phylum arthropods. If you guys haven't taken marine biology, or you guys just 2-second Google searches, an arthropod is a certain phylum that all bugs fall into. They have an exoskeleton, they have a open circulatory system, which is why they walk on all fours, because unlike us, we have a closed circulatory system, which means we have different systems. We have a digestive, respiratory, we have nervous, we have it all basically. And to an extent, they can also do a lot of things we can't. For example, sting, fly, bite. We can bite, yeah, for sure, but their bite has more of a defensive, offensive purpose, unlike us, because unlike other bugs, we just don't go out of our way to just bite the nearest black eye or something. I don't know, it's something like that, but it happens. And I don't hate all bugs. I understand that everything that's living in this earth does have a purpose, but it only serves a purpose in its own area. For example, I think around the late 1800s in Idaho, we brought in, we took away all the wolves from Yellowstone. We took away all the wolves, and it lasted for like 10 years, but those were the worst 10 years for being a farmer, for doing anything, because no life was growing, everything was dying, and any consumer, basically anything that ate a plant, just reigned supreme. Bears were being eaten left and right. The bears couldn't eat anything. The water was slowly being muddied up, and it was all because of deers. And the deers thrived like this because the wolves were gone. But the moment you introduced the wolves, everything started going perfectly fine again. So I totally get it why every animal here has a purpose, and it does make sense. I totally get it. But most arthropods I'm okay with. Most arthropods I'm okay with. There's just this one, man, I'm so fucking mad right now. I just hate this certain bug. There's a certain bug that I just do not like. It's all over the world. There's at least there's thousands of species all over the world. You see them all the time. They ruin picnics. They look like bees, but they're not. They actually serve little to no purpose. And if I could just get rid of the entire species and phylum and genus as a whole, I fucking would. The thing is, you guys should know what this is, and if you're my friend, you should already know what bug this is. But to those who don't know, or to those that don't talk to me that often, I'm very sorry. It's the wasp. It's the American yellow jacket. It's those little slithery things that just come in. You could be outside chilling. You could be outside doing anything, any fucking thing, and these fuckers will find a reason to come and fucking sting your ass. I don't know why, but it happens. I swear to Christ. There's just like last week, I ran away from 3 wasps. And like, Zach, you're a pussy. Zach, you're a pussy for running away from like a bug that's that small. Like, why are you so afraid of it if your penis is that size in the first place? First of all, facts. Second of all, I'm allergic to wasp stings. Whenever someone gets stung, it's like, oh, I got a little thingy here and there, be gone 2 days. Motherfucker, my body says, no, I don't care for that. You're gonna puff up and fucking die. The amount of times I've been stung by a wasp in a single day is insane. The most I've ever been stung by a wasp is like 3 times in one day on the same fucking finger, and that's not even a joke. The thing is, it's not nearly as bad as what people say, and I can get it. There's other bugs out there that are willing to kill you. For example, the 6-eyed sand spider. But the thing is, the 6-eyed sand spider isn't going out of its way to fucking bite you, is it? No. And I totally get it. And there's a ton of reasons why wasps act this way. Yes, but why would you go into a heavy populated area where everything's bigger than you by like 2,000? Like, that's not even a joke. I swear to Christ. See, where my hatred of wasps starts is here in Utah. So here in Utah, we have, very, very warm seasons. So in very, very cold seasons. For example, around spring, the temperature just spikes up for some goddamn reason. It just spikes. And then in like fall, it just falls down. It's in the fucking name, but it just falls. Like on the last day of summer, it's okay, it's tolerable, you're not dying of sweat, and then the next day all of a sudden you need a fucking sweater. Utah has got some gay ass weather. And here's the thing, fun fact about wasps that most people don't know. The reason why wasps act this way is because as time goes on, food becomes more scarce. The thing with wasps is they don't need to eat. The wasps that fly and sting, they don't need to eat. I hope you all understand that. The thing is, they're trying to find food to feed their babies, their next generation, and I totally understand that. But they go so fucking far, as to like legit raid your picnic table, and not just one wasp, we're talking like 5, dude. Like, I can barely even swat a fly with my slow ass. What makes you think I'm gonna swat a wasp coming at me like I'm Mach 40 because it wants, I don't know, my fucking blue jello? It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. I could live without him. I could really live without him, legit. I think the second part about wasp is most bugs fit into 3 categories. If you fit these 3 categories, you're a horrible bug. First of all, if you look ugly. I know most bugs up close do not look that beautiful. But again, in the end, it doesn't matter. Like, a bug is a bug. And as long as you look decently okay, you're fine. For example, the bumblebee. The bumblebee is a big black and white furry bug. And it's pretty funny to look at when it flies because it's a slow flyer. Are they fast? Are they fast when they want to be? Hell yeah, they're fast, actually. They're really fucking fast. 320 flaps a wing per second. That's insanely fast. But what else bugs are there? Fucking grasshoppers. Even them, they look pretty decent, right? Second rule. Let me see this. If you're invasive. So most bugs are not invasive. They just want to find a place to hide, sleep, eat. They do what we do, and they try to make the best of what they can because they're fucking bugs. But the thing with most bugs is that's what they do. They'll find a place to sleep, hide, and eat, and they'll just stay there. They'll eat whatever they can. They'll do whatever they can. And maybe there's some bugs that do go out to eat. For example, certain tarantula species out in the desert will go out of their dens or out of their burrows to go find food. And yes, I totally understand that, but they end up going back to that den in the first place. It's fine. They just do what they do. When they see a threat, what do? They put up a defensive pose and they just run back. It doesn't bother me. Most things don't bother me. Grasshoppers do the same thing. They just run away and they try to find new place to scurry at if you invade their own. Understandable. The third is if you sting or bite. See, the thing with bugs is most arthropods have evolved to sting or bite. Reason why is because it's more of a defensive or a hunting mechanism. Most bugs need it. They need it. Why? Because the competition there it's not scarce, but it's really hard to get what you want when something can run as fast as a bullet, is what I'm trying to say. So when you get your meal, when a bug gets its meal, it's gonna try its damn hardest to make sure that meal doesn't run away. So I totally understand. The thing is, with wasps, they don't fit any of these categories. They fit the third one. Yes, I totally get it. Number 3, they get it because they have to sting and they have to get food and all that for their larvae. The thing is, they're everything that I don't want them to be. They're just everything I don't want them to be. The thing with wasps is they'll just invade. They're super invasive. They don't fucking care. They'll defend their nest. What bug wouldn't defend its home? What animal wouldn't defend its home, really? But the thing is, they'll just invade. They'll go out of their way. They'll fly miles and miles and miles with no stop. They don't eat either, so there's no food, no water, and they basically live as long as they can. Just to go out of their way, just because they smell some meat. It's like, dude, Are you legit kidding me? On Jose Onfroy. It's not even a joke. I hate wasps with such a big passion. The thing is, there's thousands of species of wasps too. The reason why I'm only talking about the ones that live here in Western America or most of North America is because the thing is, they're almost about everywhere. We have other species of wasps, yes, but they're not nearly as fucking annoying as the green. Not green, fuck, am I retarded? They're not nearly as annoying as the black and white ones. Black and mega retarded, that's two of them. No, they're not nearly as annoying as the yellow jackets, the one we see on a common daily basis. Reason why is because most wasps know that humans can kick their asses, and yes, most wasps can kick other humans' asses, but at what cost? Just because you hurt one human, it isn't worth killing like 50 other wasps. Trust me, the most dangerous, this is also the reason why I hate wasps. The top 3 most dangerous bites in the Schmidt Pain Index is legit. 2 of them are wasps, and one of them's a spider. And the spider, that won't even hurt you. It avoids humans. 2 of them are legit wasps. Yes, one is a wingless wasp. At that point, you just call it an ant. But yes, they can grow wings, so I will consider them fucking wasps. The other one is a wasp. It is the tarantula killer. That thing has such a sting so bad that you're legit in pain for like, what, 48 hours? So maybe even 6 days. Depends on how bad the sting is and how severe you are and how allergic you are to the sting. It really doesn't matter. I just hate wasps with all my... This is the reason why I hate wasps, because they're the top 2 bugs to have the worst sting. And I know I can say, but Zach, we need wasps. I'm getting onto you guys. We need wasps, Zachary. We need wasps. They're apex predators. They eat the parasites. They do a bunch of things. And to that I say, yes, you're right. You are right. But name an animal that can do better. There are so many bugs that can do it better, and I'm not even kidding. We got the hornet. The hornet is actually nicer than a wasp, if you ask me. It's like the bat. It's like it looks like a bumblebee, but it acts like a wasp, but without the mentality of chasing you fucking down because it smells something that's pretty good on you. No, it won't do that. Hornets will defend their nest for as long as they can, and yes, they may venture out once in a while, but that's like 1 hornet per like what? Per like hive? Like you're not gonna see 2 hornets in the same area. No, that's just. You could. I'm not saying it couldn't happen. I'm saying it's really hard to find 2 hornets in one area. The thing is, they just don't bother you, and if you don't bother them, they won't bother you. It is what it is. Wasps don't follow that fucking rule, and they're like, homie, did you look at me? Did you look at me? Homie, did homie really look at me? Like, legit, it's not even a joke. If you look at them, they'll fucking sting you or something, because they just have a hatred for humans, I swear to Christ. And as if you can tell, this isn't scripted. This is popping up off the top of my mind. Like, how do I say this? If I could script it, I will actually script this. I might make a second video where I script this, and then it'll totally make sense. Trust me. It's just, this is all popping up in my mind. This is all what I'm feeling, and this is all what I know about wasps off the top of my head. There's more reasons to hate wasps. Who is that? Who is that? You're gonna get family meeting. Sorry. The thing is, like, with most wasps, it's like, they just suck. They just suck. I swear to Christ. They're really bad insects. Like, they're okay. They're like, okay, so here's all the pros off the top of my head I can name about wasps. Pro number 1, they have parasite control. Yes. Are they good at it? Not really. The mic is dying. You know what? It don't matter. We don't need this. Besides that, they're not really good at it. They're okay. They only hunt when they want to hunt, and yes, I get it, because it's like us, we only eat when we want to eat. The thing is, they'll just hunt, and they won't eat, and it doesn't make sense. It's like, yes, I know that's parasite control, but you know, even then we need parasites in our life, and I was like, God motherfucking damn, can you just like stop for like 1 second? It makes me so mad. The thing is also too is like, there's so many things I could name about wasps right now, but it's so cluttered. My head is so cluttered on my hatred for wasps. As you can tell, I really don't like these bugs. I wish we can just napalm them into an extinction, you know? Hiroshima Part 3 happens on the world's biggest wasp nest or something. These fuckers are horrible. They like, they can just live, and here's the cons. No, screw it. I'll just get started on the cons. Cons. They can live almost about anywhere. You know, wasps don't have to have a hive. Yes, they have to have a hive, but it doesn't have to be in a tree like a bee or like a hornet. They can live underground. They can live inside of structures. And if given the time, their hives can expand really, really fucking fast. We're talking like really big. Like I think the world's biggest wasp hive was inside of a really old house that was never sold for a good reason. And I think you know why. Because again, it's a big fucking wasp hive and no one ever told anything about it. So when someone got a report that, hey, there's a wasp hive in the wall, they took it down and the entire wall was legit nothing but a wasp hive. Wasps still living in it, and it's really hard to get that out. Have you guys dealt with a wasp hive like that small? Fuckers will go crazy, and I totally get it, because you know it's your home and all that. But why settle it next to my home? Why? That doesn't make sense. There's a tree right in front of my yard, and you decide the best place to settle is in the garage. It's like, no, are you actually retarded? It's like, I know they're bugs, and they don't have like, you know, the conscious of us, because you know we can actually think for ourselves, and we can, you know, our actions are determined by our own thoughts, and bugs are just bugs. You know, they'll just eat, hunt, have sex, and die. You know, that's it. But why? Most bugs, you know, the reason why most bugs live away from humans is because they know we can kick their ass. Is they know that the bigger something is, the higher chance of them dying. The reason why tarantulas live underground, because if they were ever to go against like a fox or a coyote or something bigger than it, much bigger than it, not just another bug, but like let's say even a bird, it's gonna lose that fight. It knows it's gonna lose that fight, so it does its damn best to play defense and tries not to die. You know, that's it. You don't ever hear, you do hear cases of bug goes after big prey, but the prey isn't much bigger than itself. For example, there's a legend about the Goliath bird-eating spider. Yes, I totally get the Goliath bird-eating spider. It's a big spider. It's one of the biggest, actually. The thing is, yes, it can go after birds, but the thing is, no one's ever seen it. No one's ever seen it go after birds. It could. Would it win? Probably fucking not, because it's a bird. But the thing is, you know, if it were, I wouldn't be surprised. But have you ever heard it, like, it wouldn't go after a human. It just wouldn't. It wouldn't go after a lion. It just wouldn't, because it knows it can die. It knows it has no chance. That's why it stays away and goes towards targets its size, and it makes sense. For example, like us, as a human, if I was still a caveman, ooga booga times, you know, Xavier knows what I'm talking about. He's black. But if I was still if I was still in the caveman era, third, you know, Homo erectus, the third stage of human evolution, I would go after a dog. I would go after a wolf, something around my size. I wouldn't be tackling elephants. I wouldn't be tackling mammoths or giraffes or anything bigger than that, because I know I would lose that fight. Wasps don't do that. They legit don't do that. It's like they think they can take us on, and no, they can't. And yes, I'm scared of them, but that doesn't mean I want to fight them. I swear to Christ, these things are so bad at what they do. It's like really, home dog. You're not gonna bring home a human arm to your larvae to eat. It's like, you know, stop. We're not even bothering you. I swear to Christ. You know, I think this might be the end of the video because I'm so fucking heated right now about wasps, and I might make a more structured video and more like chapters here and there. And the reason why I'm like this about this certain bug, it could happen. Again, just some time. For example, you know, production's not even that high, but I got time to kill. You know, the world's going downhill. Everyone's killing each other. You know. Minnesota is the new war zone map, I guess. And it just happens, and it is what it is, and I don't mind. Fuck, I just really hate bugs, guys. That's it. You know, long story short, I just hate bugs. I swear to Christ. And I know, tell me about it too. You know, just tell me about what you hate and what you don't hate. And you know, if someone disagrees in the comments, you better fucking win. I'm just saying that. You know. Long story short, I hate discount bees. I hate great value bumblebees. I hate the pussier version of hornets. I just don't like it. I just don't. It's something that's like been on my mind all day. I swear to Christ. I'll make a more structured video about this later down the future, because right now I'm just free flowing. I'm just freeballing it. There's more stuff popping up in my head, but I know that if I save it later and I put it down in a more structured video and explain it more thoroughly, instead of having a 20-minute rant about stupid bugs, it's you know, it's more entertaining, if anything. Maybe personally to me. Who knows, maybe to you, maybe you like me going free flow and saying, oh, I can't wait till Zachary talks about, you know, what race he hates. It's like, maybe, I don't know. It could happen. Hi, child.